everyone, and welcome to After Hours with with Shane and Chris. And we're glad to have everybody here this week. This will be our third episode, so I think we're going to go into syndication soon. We're producing so many episodes, but we love everybody that's following us. And hey, share us with your friends. They're going to find us weird, wacky, and a lot of fun. Hi, Chris. Good morning.
Good morning. Wait, good morning? Oh, that's right, because we're doing the morning. For those who are wondering why good morning, is because we are doing this in the morning because I am going to a hockey game. Yesterday, for those who are watching, because this is going up on the Saturday, yesterday I went to a hockey game locally here, so that's what it is. That's why we are recording in the morning. So it's before After Hours with Shane and Chris this time edition because of it. Oh, we love...
Good evening.
What does it say? Love my spoiled dog. That's neat. That's a neat cup.
It should say yes. Should say dog the. Because I got two. But
yeah.
I love big coffee mugs like that. And
Yeah.
listen, we'll pretend since we're gonna pretend it's after hours right now. We'll just call it my midnight tea.
True. That's true.
Okay. If I drink coffee anytime after, I would say 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my sleep will be ruined that night.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine.
Does caffeine affect you the same way?
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta kind of cut it off at a certain point.
Yeah. Evening is when I need to cut it off the most. So. Oh, you're frozen.
Yes.
Why do you keep freezing?
Yes. Yeah, no. I'm frozen now. Oh
No,
man.
No, you're good now. I don't know what's going on. You're
might be my end because I find my internet cycles.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you'll get a spot where it freezes and then it'll pick it up again, the signal from the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, don't get me started. Yeah, don't get me started on internet. I was freaking out this week because of Rogers giving me problems again.
Really?
Yeah.
What seems to be the problem?
The connectivity in the last couple of weeks has been really bad. I think it might be the weather. Oh,
yes.
And speaking of weather, we got more snow today.
How much?
Hey Siri, how much snow are we getting?
No snow as far as I can tell.
You told me it was snowing, you stupid AI voice. Okay.
I'll tell you that happens to me. Exactly what happened to you has happened to me.
Yeah.
It tells you a big storm's coming, and all of a sudden it says, "Oh, we don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to snow. It's supposed to snow for an hour. Nothing else.
Really?
Yeah.
So then you got a few clear days then coming ahead of you.
I got hours of clearness. That's
good.
And it's gonna sleet at 7:00. Lovely. I gotta go out in this.
Oh, that's right. Yes, your hockey game. What time does it start at?
7, I think.
Oh yeah, okay. And your favorite team?
Yep, the Generals. It's that's Ontario.
General.
Yeah. The
okay.
That is the OHL team. Whoops, I'm looking for the schedule. I got another game on Sunday to go to. I got 2. So I'm going to be busy. 7:05.
You're really into hockey, I guess.
I love it. Oh, it's Canadian, eh?
Yes. Yeah. That was a quick lead into that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 7:05. So it's 7:05 tonight, and then 2:05 on Sunday. So I got 2.
You're gonna. I know they happened yesterday, but you'll have to tell us about any when we get on with the show next time. You have to tell us when you go tonight if there's any fights. I love the fights in hockey.
I will. That could be one of our hot topics for the week.
Absolutely, yes. Speaking of which, hot topics. Listen, I've got a doozy for you this
Mm-hmm.
week. So I had this friend of 25 years. We kind of went to high school at the same time, not in the same high school, however.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of these friends that, how do I say this? He felt his job was more important in life than it really was, whether he was driving a tow truck or now he's in law enforcement
Yeah.
on the borders and that. But anyway, he was always right. He's one of those friends that he would tell you about life, you wouldn't tell him about life, and yet he's only our age, and
Yeah.
he just feels this need to coach and mentor everybody that he comes across because he's a big deal because he works for Customs and Border
Mm-hmm.
here in Canada. And he got he went into the military just after high school, and I said to him this:
Mm-hmm.
I really, really hope you don't change, because everyone that I've ever seen go off to the military comes back a different person.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I won't change. Hang on just a minute.
You're right.
Jazzy, come. Place.
I hear growling on the other side there.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to take
And we
care of
don't have
Jazz for a minute.
Yeah, we don't have much of a military anymore because of a certain prime minister that we used to have.
Remember that? Remember he got rid of the whole military. Remember that?
Yeah.
He just said, I'm not going to fund it.
Yeah.
It's just not where I want my money to go. And it was like, wow. And now we got nothing. You're right.
Yeah.
Now we're playing catch up.
Yeah.
But he always thought he was a big shot, and you couldn't talk to him even like we're talking, because he cut you off and say, hey, listen, let me tell you about life. And he's one of those guys, and it's very toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Very toxic. And I never liked it as a kid, and I don't like it as an adult. And so basically, he had asked me for many favors over the years. I asked him for a favor, and he didn't reciprocate. So I wrote him a letter. He's been calling me for 2 years, not knowing why I fell off the face of the earth all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote him a Dear John letter that said, you know what? I'm ending the friendship because we really don't talk to each other, and I really, I'm not supportive of the way you talk to me and others. You talk to us like we're children.
Yeah.
And I waited. And all of a sudden, a few days later, he wrote me back, and he said, I end the friendship. After I already said I am.
Jeez.
And he says, and you did this, and he says, I can say plenty more. And that's when the old saying, what you think about me is none of my business, comes into mind.
Yeah.
And I didn't respond back anymore. He says, have a good life. And that was it. So I mourn the loss of the friendship with somebody, but I don't mourn the friendship with him, because he was always being somebody, somebody above me, above other people. So anyway, that's what as I've been working on my personal boundaries with my therapist. I'm starting now to begin to go out and use those techniques that I'm being taught in therapy to take back my life. Take back my life.
Yeah.
And it feels so good when you can enforce your personal boundaries. It feels good. And you can say, no, I'm not going to put up with your crap anymore. Feels great.
Yeah, it's like
have you ever been in scene?
Yeah, like that situation I told you about, remember? With my friend's cousin, yeah. I don't talk to him anymore. I blocked him on text. I blocked him on Discord, so I just moved on.
Yes, there's no point in having these types of people in our lives, is there? I mean, I myself think they're more in your head, even when you're not talking to them. And you might think, what an idiot this person is, and you'll be typing something, working away on, say, next week's show, and that thought goes, "What an idiot!" And you get those words in your head, eh? That idiot, what an
Yeah.
idiot! And then pulls you out of what you're doing and into that angry mode again.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm done doing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna commit to people that do not treat me right.
And it was a lot of, it wasn't really toxic. It was just being accused of things I said to him that I didn't. You know, I was talking about something completely different and whatnot. And
yes,
I've tried to mend fences again. He just doesn't want to answer. So you know what? I'm just done. So
grow.
Yeah.
You know what? We don't need to chase them anymore.
Nope.
And you know, somebody said something to me yesterday that was quite powerful, and I say this. I'm going to say this to you because I think this applies to you as well. Maybe we're the guys in society that God has placed on this great earth to challenge people's thoughts of what's normal.
Yeah.
Maybe that's our job, Chris.
Yeah, I think so, for sure.
To show people how petty they can be, to show, so they could show us who they really are.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need those. We don't need those people. But there's enough of them out there, I'll tell you. So if you're caught in a friendship where there's what they call a power imbalance, which means one person has more power over the other person.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically. You have a power imbalance, and those type of relationships never work. You should be working at the same power level.
I agree.
You know, and one not trying to suppress the other. I it goes on all the time. I grew up being the guy that was a
Oh, for crying out loud. Rogers!
I don't know about you.
Yeah. Frickin' Rogers, come on.
Did I freeze again?
It's probably my internet crapping out again. I can't win. In the last 2 weeks, it's frustrating. My boundaries with Rogers is going down the toilet with a royal flush at this point.
It's that bad, eh?
Yeah. And it's only, 35 minutes from now, the sleep, 1 hour of sleep. But actually, it couldn't never, not even happen either. It's 50%. So it's changed.
Wow, it's getting worse.
No, it's 50% chance. That's it. So that's
that's it.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
See, if you say 50% here, you get 100% of whatever it is they said you were going to get 50%
of. Yeah. That's strange. Mother Nature is strange. But...
Now, for anybody that's new that's watching, Chris is over in Ontario there, and I am over in Newfoundland, Canada. So we're coming at you from two different provinces, covering the East Coast right through to Toronto, Ontario. So, Chris, you've just been, as you said earlier, you've just been hit with a bit of a storm, have you not?
Yes.
Earlier?
Yeah, we have a lot. I did a video on my phone. I haven't posted it up yet. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. I'll post it up. But
yes.
I was out. Well, I forget what was I. I'm just gonna see if I can find it and try. It might trigger my. Oh, I was out for a walk with my dad on the Thursday, feeding the birds. Yeah, I was feeding the little birdies, and we went down to the lake, and there was a whole heap of ice on the lake. Almost looked like, It almost looked like it was forming into like an iceberg, almost, so to speak. But
really, wow.
But it was beautiful. It's very tranquil and relaxing.
Yes.
So
yes, we've got. I sit on a bay and out of the ocean, and the entire bay is frozen from shore. There's like right through to the other side, which is a long way away. It's just pure snow. That's all you can see. and it's sunny here today.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think here. I think, gosh, I wouldn't say we are any more than 6,
Mm-hmm.
-6.
It's not bad.
No, it's not. And we're coming off of a storm that was supposed to hit us, but the way just as it was about to hit my end of the island,
Yeah.
apparently the streams and the weather itself changed,
Yeah.
and it hit St. John's
Mm-hmm.
and buried it right up to the light posts.
Wow.
So they're still digging out from that. That's what we were supposed to get, but
Yeah.
just one simple twist of the wind just before it hit, and it turned out to St. John's.
You know that I saw that video that they were tractor was trying to get a car out of the ditch there. I saw that.
Yeah, now that was in front of my house,
Yeah.
and that video is up. Do we have that video up on? Yeah, we saw that video here on Instagram, right?
Instagram. I think also you had it on TikTok. I think.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes, TikTok, of course. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, while we're at it, let's plug ourselves. So I do a show over on TikTok called The Mainlander, and it's all about somebody who's never been living on an island before, me, and put into one of Canada's harshest climates. And so everything here is very extreme weather-wise. And I come from southern Ontario, so I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to weather.
Yeah.
And here, when weather descends upon your community here, it's crazy how strong it is, and it goes for 3 or 4 days.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. So, what topic do you have, Chris?
I don't have one
week?
really. I don't even really. Except, oh, I know. I just
Okay.
and you disappear. Oh, there we go. What's the show you do that you accidentally go off? Canada Post really peed me off the other day or yesterday.
Why?
Yeah, because I went up to the Kingsway Plaza where they have the post office. You know what happened? They're closed. They permanently shut down. So I ended up taking the bloody bus over to one street and then walking down to the store. I had to text my dad. He had to pick me up. Then we had to go all the way into Curtis and find it. And it's actually on my bus route, so it's perfect.
Oh.
So it's perfect.
Right.
So, but I mean, no notice, nothing that the whole entire Canada Post gone. And they still have a lot of their stuff still there. So I don't know what's going on, but that was that's so reliable for me, you know?
I don't know. No, that's right. It's frustrating, isn't it? I as well face problems with Canada Post because you know it doesn't matter what your package is. You're tracking it, and it gives you worst case scenario. It'll arrive by the end of February.
Yeah.
Only to have it arrive tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're you know what I mean. And we're about midway through February. I always find those tracking things are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Package has been delivered. You open your door, go to the post office box, nothing.
Yeah. It's like Amazon too. Like, you know, Amazon is a pain in the rump because sometimes they'll say, "Oh, it's going to be here today," and then it's not here until tomorrow. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Right now, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on a new computer. Mine. I spilled a big cup of water on my big laptop and fried it. It was done. So I'm just believing that see our mail here as you may.
Yep.
See, that's why I turn off the camera. So if you ever wonder why I turn off the camera, I'm probably coughing or doing something. That's funny. So anyway, you got to think like mail gets out here only one way.
Yeah.
That's by the ferry on the mainland.
Yeah.
Bringing it across. So been so bad storm-wise on the North Atlantic Ocean that the ferry can't cross
Yeah.
for like days. Mail trucks are backed up 3 or 4 days on the other side of the of the ocean, right? Like
Right.
on the mainland. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. And then all of a sudden you'll get everything at once. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like Christmas.
Who knows when yours is gonna get there? I have the tracking code I gotta send you still, but I mean, it left yesterday. So the good news is it's on its way because
Yeah.
it left at 3:30 yesterday Eastern time. So that would be like 5 o'clock your time probably. It left. It
That's
left,
right.
and it's on its way out of Ontario all the way out to Newfoundland. It'll take a while. Actually, it didn't take that long, did it? Last time.
Yeah, but no, it takes about a week to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
No.
You know, as far as distance, you know, it has to come across that far. So I'm waiting on that patiently. I love your new credentials that you have.
Yeah, I'm not even wearing it today. Darn, it's upstairs.
I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say, are you wearing it? But that's your earpiece wire.
Yeah, actually, this is what I'm wearing on my shirt. Boston Hooligan.
Oh, I love it.
I'm a Boston.
I love it.
I got it in Boston, actually.
When did you go to Boston? I love Boston.
2019. Actually, hang on a second. Pulling this out here for everybody that wants to see it. Wondering who is in the picture? It's my mom and dad. Of course, I'm wearing. And I'm wearing the damn shirt too in that picture. That's funny.
Now, let me tell people something about that picture.
Yeah.
So you're standing in front of in the stadium of called the Green Monster.
Yes, the Boston Red Sox. I got to tour the Fenway Park. So
yes, isn't Fenway great?
It's huge. Yeah, I was up on the Green Monster, sitting there. I took a picture of it of me looking out.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great seats, but they're expensive. They're expensive for the Green.
Yeah.
And I've been to Wrigley Field. What's that?
When we went to the Green Monster, I'm not a baseball guy. So my wife says to me, "Hey, let's go to a Red Sox game at the Green Monster."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Come for the experience, not the game. Just come for the experience." So anyway, we're sitting there. We're under one of the levels, so it's got a kind of a roof above us.
Yeah,
keeping the sun off you. I mean, it was just perfect. And then, but before the game starts, I mean, they're crazy. Like their fans are dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
So one guy yells out, "Hey, to me, hey Santa, who you here for?" And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what's the name of that team? Right, it's going through my mind. What's the name of that team? Oh yeah, the Red Sox. I said the Red Sox. Well, my whole section erupted and clapped her and cheers.
Oh, come on!
Good thing he didn't say to me, "What dugout?" Oh no, am I frozen again?
Nope, you're good.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're good.
Okay. I thought to myself, imagine if you asked me something about an inning or some technical term about baseball that I wouldn't have known.
Mm-hmm.
And I barely knew who I was cheering for because then I had just Boston Red Sox. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm glad my wife talked me into going because the experience was great. But I'll tell you, if you're going through their merch section as you're leaving, oh man, there's all kinds of things you want.
I wanted to get another Boston Red Sox hat just to say I've done it. But,
yes.
I've seen Wrigley as well. Wrigley Field in Chicago. I got to go there.
No.
I had a tour. I got to see the dressing room where they get changed and all that. All the names on the jerseys and that was so much fun. Two of the last two historic stadiums left in baseball too. Because the Yankee Stadium was rebuilt, torn down, and another one was built. in his place. So
Yeah, Trump must have been in office.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, he loves changing the names of things.
Uh,
Yeah, no, I mean, what an experience you've had. What were the places you've been and gone?
yeah, I went to Minnesota. I've been up to Sault Ste. Marie. I've been to Calgary. I've been to Quebec a lot, and I'm going back this year.
Now, let me stop you there. You said you've been to Minnesota. What part of Minnesota?
Uh,
St. Paul or Minneapolis?
both St. Paul's and Minneapolis.
So you were in the places that ICE is now in making havoc.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? Did you like the city? Was
Yeah.
it nice?
It's nice. Yeah, I got to the first year, 2012. That's an awful long time ago. It's like 14 years ago as of July, actually. It'll be 14 years since I've been there. So I
Wow.
went to the Minnesota Twins game there. So I got to see an American uh, baseball team play, and it was a lot of fun. I forget who they were playing. I think it was one of their divisional teams, but that was a lot of fun. It was an experience and a half. I really enjoyed it. I still have all my
Yeah,
original shirts. I still have my hat. It's somewhere over there, but I have it.
right.
But that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Then I went back in 2018. That's probably not as long ago. It was like what, 8 years ago, as of October.
Right.
I got a tour of the football stadium there for the Minnesota
Wow.
Vikings. I have I
Wow.
have a picture of me on the field looking at one of the with the uprights in the background.
Really?
I should post that up on Instagram.
I was gonna say, that was gonna be the next thing out of my mouth. Yes, please. We'd love to see that picture, I think.
Yeah, I even
That'd be awesome.
knelt down on the field and touched it with my bare hands just to get the
Wow,
feel.
that's kind of
And he's frozen again.
yes.
There you
It's like
go.
when I went to Greece many years ago, in the country of Greece, and there was something called the Aegean Sea, Aegean Sea, and
Interesting.
apparently it was a big sea, to be around. So I go down by the port,
Hmm.
and I just took my shoes off. I thought I'm just going to step in the water to say I've been in the Aegean Sea.
Yeah.
And I stood in the water, walked around for a few minutes, and then put my shoes back on. I said, "Well, at least I can say I did it." We're funny as humans.
It's a pretty bright water in Greece. It,
Yes,
yeah, it's
yes,
very
it is.
bright.
Yes,
It's like a green blue color, kind of. So,
yes. And actually, I went on a boat where it took me maybe half a mile, talking American terms,
hmm
or sorry, yeah, talking in American metrics. Uh, it took us out to this lagoon, and this lagoon had the blue-green colors, and you just dived in, and it was all salt water, so you just lay on your back and floating around, and then when the people would jump off the boat from the very top of it,
yeah.
they had a platform, and I wasn't that brave,
Oh,
and so the captain came out to see me,
yeah.
and I'm going, "Uh-oh, what I do?" He goes, "Come on, man."
Hmm.
He goes, "Jump." He says, "You'll make a huge, huge waves." He says, "You're going to be like a bomb." He goes, and everybody starts chanting that's on the boat tour, "Bomb, bomb, bomb, bomb." And I said, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm afraid of heights." It's like we talked about last week.
Yeah.
So I didn't jump from the top. And listen, anything I do like that always fails miserably. Like I'll trip before I go, or before I fall.
hmm
Just stupidness. Or there'll be a big rock that I hit underneath the water.
Yeah. That's for sure. That's for
I
sure.
play it safe. I
And,
play it safe, and I don't do those things.
and they did Mamma Mia, both the first and the second movie up there in Greece.
Did they really?
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to take place. First, it was originally a play, a musical on stage in Toronto. I've seen it. I went to see it. I actually got to miss half a day of school because of it. because I was like,
Oh,
I was up like to midnight or something that night, so I was really tired. So,
yes.
but I got to go see that with my parents. That was a lot of fun. I was up at the end when they were all singing, Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia, and Waterloo. We were all on our feet just dancing around. ABBA's such a great band for its
Yeah. Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was. I remember all their albums. My brother would have all their albums,
yeah,
and yeah, I really. You know what? It wasn't until you just mentioned them that I'd actually forgotten all about them.
yeah.
Yeah, they're a good band.
They are, yeah.
They're a
They're
really
still
good
around
band.
too.
Yes.
They're all around.
Are they?
Yeah, they're all still alive and well.
Wow. They should do what do these old artists do now? They go on their final tour of their life,
Yeah, oh for
and
sure. Actually, one of the guys actually helped write Mamma Mia, or helped out with the music for that.
really,
Yeah, he
wow.
was involved with
Okay,
that.
I didn't know that. I
I
didn't
know
know
London.
that.
I know London, England had it too as well, and I think Vegas. No, New York was another one, another big city besides Toronto that had it as well. So
Did they sing Dancing Queen, you said?
yes,
Yes, Dancing
I
Queen. Yeah,
love that
that's what I
song.
remember.
I love that song.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to mention the Bee Gees were along that same line. Remember the Bee Gees?
Yep, staying
And for
alive.
those, that's right, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Yeah,
And for those of you who are younger than both Chris and I, we're not old, but I'm just saying,
yeah,
if you're younger and you have no idea what we're talking about as far as bands from the 80s and late 70s, early 80s, ABBA is one of those bands, ABBA, and Dancing Queen is the name of the song.
hmm
I also want to give a big shout out, Chris. I've been listening all week to this wonderful. Yeah, I'm not heavily into going to church or anything,
yeah.
but I have a relationship with God. I think that is really great, and the guy that's singing it is called Brandon Lake. Brandon Lake.
Okay.
And have you heard any of his music, Chris?
No, you have to send me some stuff after.
Oh, he's young like me. No,
Yeah.
he's younger than me. Yeah, he's much younger than me, and got long hair. And man, he plays the stadiums, gospel music, kind of a gospel
hmm
rock. You wouldn't know the difference who
Yeah.
he's singing about unless you have to really listen. So Brandon Lake, I've been enjoying that song over and over and over. He sings with a Jelly Roll. You know who Jelly Roll is, Chris?
No, no idea.
Jelly Roll is also a singer of about Brandon Lake's age,
hmm
and he came through. I believe it was America's Got Talent. Jelly Roll, and now he's a superstar. And they appear together,
Oh,
Brandon Lake singing this one song called "Heartfelt Hallelujah."
yeah.
And if you can download that on your Spotify or whatever you're using to download music on, Heartfelt Hallelujah by Brandon Lake. That's my recommendation for
Wait, he
music
was
for
on
the week.
America's Got Talent?
Yeah, yeah, that's where he started out, this Jelly Roll,
Oh,
right?
I remember him now. Yes. Well, I watched
Big
the
heavy
show.
guy,
Yep.
big heavy guy, got a few tattoos
Yes.
here and there.
I
Not
think
like
I
me, but
remember
a
him.
little
Yeah.
bit.
You're
Yeah,
You're very
yeah,
heavily tattooed now.
yeah, I know. I got some further work done on it, and more
Oh, really?
coloring has been put in,
Good.
and then you got the flower. Can you see that? Okay.
Yep, and the shine as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, I
Yeah, you
was.
got my chrome dome.
You're croaked.
So there you've got a lotus flower, and so
Yep.
we're going to color that all in, and then we'll complete filling in this area of the tattoo, and any areas where it shows my skin, we're going to lock those away with ink on them,
Yeah.
and so my whole head will be like a mural.
Yeah. I love
That's
murals.
well, and I'll tell you, when we started out with this tattoo, we had to start out with. I already had this red Kratos
Yep.
line, and then as we worked, the tattoo looked a little disjointed because he'd do some work over here, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'd have the red line in this, and people thought that, and it was all very spotty at first, and people
Yeah.
thought that's when people started to not be my friend.
Yeah.
People I've known for a long time, and they said, "No, obviously you've gone nuts. You went to Newfoundland and got that done." And no, it tells a story. I mean,
Yeah.
and we'll do an episode on it one day, but
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
it tells my life story. And so there's really a lot of meaning. It's just not, a bunch of tattoos. But when he started doing this stuff, it started to come together. You could see the blues, and I'll close my eye there. You can see the leaves.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit more to do.
Yeah.
People you say, well, what hurt the most? My nose.
Really? Well, don't forget.
Yeah.
Mainly your nose does have a bone, like right. Let me get on my glasses, which is very rare to see me on camera without. But you have a bone like here, but
Yes.
But this part is all cartilage, so you're probably feeling the needle more on the nose, on this part of the nose, because it's soft tissue. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, but that wasn't the worst of it. The worst of it was, and he the artists, he opened my hand up and he put a pile of tissues in, and I said, "Why are you doing that?" And he goes, "Just watch." And he held my nose like that, and he started going. Well, he says it's going to trigger the sneeze reflex, but you're not going to be able to sneeze because it won't come to a full. It'll just come to the top like you're gonna, and then it'll go away. And he said, if you feel like you're gonna sneeze, just raise your hand up and I'll stop and you can sneeze. Well, my eyes were starting to water as he's working. My eyes were watering. I couldn't even see. I'm wiping my eyes, dabbing my eyes. And then all of a sudden, my nose starts to run. And it was just yuck. It was just it was so yucky.
Yeah.
But the tears, I couldn't believe the amount of tears. And it wasn't because it was painful. It was just the reaction of
Yeah.
the whole pinching the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty wicked. I'm glad the nose is done.
Yeah.
It kind of, especially when you get in these ditches here, you get in these little crevices of your face.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
I think the
Have you
red.
had tattoos, Chris?
Nope. No. And the red looks like it's starting to wear out a little bit.
I'll tell you an interesting story about that. The reason why that looks the way it does is the guy was supposed to he did the tattoo, and I was supposed to go back for him to freshen it up.
Yeah.
Because you'll see there's lighter. You pointed it out to me before when you see there's lighter spots here that haven't been filled in.
Yeah.
Well, him and I got into a disagreement in between this going on and him putting a second coat on.
Yeah.
And so I went to a new tattoo artist who's doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take it right from here, and he's gonna just brighten it right up so it'll be nice and red.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your vest. It has like the drama kind of.
Yes. Well, in my in about 2006, I started to learn. I was starting to learn how to be a professional clown, but almost like an artistic version on a stage. Making your face show your emotions and all of this. And anyway, I went to a Goodwill shop. And so I was in the arts, I was in the performing arts, and I loved this. I loved it because it shows that exactly as you said. It shows that.
Yeah.
So this vest cost me $5.
Wow.
Canadian, but I've had it for years, and it's just enough warmth for my back, my sore bones in my back.
Yeah, I have vests. I have like a Nova Scotia vest. I rarely wear it. I should actually start wearing it now. I've lost a lot of weight, but
yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I should.
And what does it say on it?
Nova Scotia.
Oh yeah, you gotta wear that. Yeah. You gotta wear that.
I have a Nova Scotia hat too.
Do you really?
So then maybe next week I'll go all East Coast out for it.
Yeah, you should. Absolutely. Well, get this. I want to talk to you about something I just found out a few days ago.
Yeah.
I'm always learning new Newfoundland customs. Well, somebody said to me, Happy Candlemas Day.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm sorry? And they said, Happy Candlemas Day.
Yeah.
Candlemas. They
Yeah.
would have said faster. So it's Candle Mass MASS Day. And I said, what is that? What is that? And in the history of it started originally in Ireland, but was brought across with the settlers who landed here in Newfoundland. And it's the ability to take a candle, light it, and let the hot dripping wax on the entranceway to your house,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a few drips on your clothes in your drawer, and all of this, not a heavy coating, just a couple of drops
Yeah.
each time of burning wax. The idea behind it is that though, and you're supposed to say a bit of a prayer while you're doing it, and apparently it's supposed to take the bad mojo out of your house
Huh.
and give you nothing but good luck. The drops of wax are good luck and are preserving your life and giving you a better, luckier life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be good all over. So, and that's what that Candlemas Day, and it's celebrated here in Newfoundland. So I didn't know that. I thought I'd bring it to us on our show today. And look it up. There's a lot on Google about it.
You told me about this a couple days ago, actually. I think it was a video of yours, I think.
Was that?
I think it was either a video or it was something you sent me
Yes.
on either text or Instagram or TikTok. I thought
Yes,
that's
that's right.
interesting. Yeah.
I found it on Google and I copied and pasted it over to you. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was on text. Yeah, it was on text message. Yeah.
Yeah, I find that our holidays here, like let's take for instance spring break. In Ontario, Chris, when is spring break usually for the kids? March?
Usually in the middle of March. It's around the time of St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. All my life,
Mm-hmm.
it's been on that day.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I moved to Newfoundland. I'm driving down the road. It should have been a school day, and I'm looking, and all the schools are closed, and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
And their spring break, it's the first week of April.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I was looking in March when the Ontario school back to school kind of thing is, and the holiday and all that. And no, it's like the first or second week of April, and then you see the schools closed for a week, and that's when the kids enjoy their spring break. I guess that's why they really call it spring break.
I think colleges and universities are like in February, towards the end of February for their it's not spring break. I think it's just like reading week. So
Reading week, yes. There's another one. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
It's. I don't know about you. I never went to college or anything like that. And but you look at these kids who go to college, and I remember going on a class trip when I was younger, and we got to see the college students bringing their coffee into the classroom, and I remember because we couldn't do that as kids, you and I.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, why do they get to break? Why don't we go to college? I want to be able to drink coffee in class. And I remember I laugh about that now. It wasn't anything about the course. Just the fact that I could walk into a classroom with a glass of hot something,
Yeah. Well, I brought my hot chocolate lots into the classroom, but I made sure that it was away from my laptop. I had a laptop for college and all that, so I had to be careful not to spill anything in the keyboard. So, I went to college for 2 years. It was a special program for people with special needs, and I graduated with. I can't talk. My mouth is all. It's dry. It's a dry mouth. It's the medication I'm on, like I said last week. And I graduated on the President's Honor Roll.
Wow! Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
And now tell me what kind of things did you learn there? What courses did you go on?
A lot of media. I did a lot of media, Canadian history in the media. I've done I did a presentation course as well. So I did one on the Little Theater here, the Oshawa Little Theater, and I actually co-op there as well. So
Wow.
I actually got to co-op and build sets, and I got to help build up the set for chess. That was a lot of fun,
Wow.
and I was credited for it too. So that was a big
Wow.
honor. Yeah,
Isn't that something? So you're a big deal, like, in school.
yeah, and no wonder I know what the hell I'm doing with all of this now. It's because of that. But I learned a lot about like the safety in the workplace too. Like I had to learn all of that as well. But
Yes.
I did a writing course. That was a lot of fun.
Right.
John Green actually had a play in the first year. John is his name. Yeah, I'll just say John. But I don't know if he's still. He might not be alive anymore. But I think he was a writer. I think he was writing for something, and he was in a play called Arsenic and Old Lace.
Oh, hey, I like that name.
Yeah. Well, you know what arsenic is. It kills you
Yes.
pretty much. Yeah. And,
Yes.
But I had another one, Walter. He actually did photojournalism locally here too. He was a pretty
Oh,
interesting
really?
guy, yeah. And then I had Will McGurk was the other one I had, and he was awesome. He did the Canadian history in the media. That was really interesting. So
Wow. And you triggered something I learned. I just learned about probably two years ago,
hmm
since I've been here,
yeah.
and that is as I'm. How do I explain this? There's a church in my town, and it has a water spout from the back of the church,
Yeah.
and everybody goes and fills up their water because that water that comes out of there
hmm
is from a spring. It's from a spring somewhere up in the hills,
Yeah.
from a freshwater spring. So you go in and everybody goes and fills their jugs and that with water. And in the summertime, I read especially that arsenic
hmm
is part of the water here. It's a natural occurring component of
Really.
being in the rocks, the special rock bed that's
hmm
the bed of the island is sitting on, and so there's lots of nutrients in it, but arsenic is one that. So they always say, you know what? Test that water every once in a while. They tell you, the resident, if
Yeah.
you can, get a little bottle and drop it off at City Hall to have it tested. But to think that we drink arsenic and it's naturally occurring minerals coming from the
hmm
rocks,
Yeah. That's interesting.
crazy.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it might be just minute amounts, but just hearing the word and the fact that you're drinking as you're being told,
hmm
oh,
I think we should wrap up because we're at 48 minutes.
oh my gosh, wow. What a ride this has been. Well, listen, I want to thank all our listeners for joining us today on After Hours with Shane and Chris. And my dog keeps doing that. Tell your friends, tell your family, help us reach 6 million subscribers. We're targeting 6 million subscribers. That's our goal.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see you next week, Chris. And I probably won't have a coffee cup in my hand because we're going back to regular taping time,
Unless
which
you have
is
a
at night.
unless you have a cup of tea, then that's good.
Yes, and I'll make sure I have a cup of tea
Yeah,
for the next
I will
episode.
too, for sure.
Excellent. Well, listen, have a great week, and everybody else too. And listen, keep your chin up out there. You'll make it. It's almost Friday. Oh, it is Friday. Yes, it's Friday.
It's Saturday, actually, because this goes up on Saturday.
Oh my, yes. Oh boy, there's my dyslexia kicking in right there, and I'm not making fun of people with dyslexia. I truly have it.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
anyway, bon voyage, Skipper, and we'll see you on the next show.
Yeah, see you guys next week. Have a great weekend and